These are the video instructions for assignment 3.3, travel presentation. You should have already completed the preparation form for this assignment, so now it's just a matter of putting the presentation together. In this presentation, you're going to create a travel presentation on a destination that you picked. So go ahead and add a Google Slides presentation to the assignment 3.3 on the Google Classroom. Once you've done that, go ahead and open it, and then you will have your title slide. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to type in the name of the place that you picked. In this case, I picked Alaska. And then in the subtitle, you're going to type created by your first and last name. Once you've done that, you're going to use an image as your title background. To do that, go ahead and select an image. So I'm going to go here and pick an image that I'd like to use. So I'm going to select this image and copy the image URL or copy the image address. Go to my slideshow with nothing selected on the slideshow, so I can't have any box highlighted. I'm going to click background. Once I've clicked the background, I want to choose an image. And from here, I'm going to choose an image based on the URL. So I'm going to click by URL and paste that image address that I just copied in there, and then click select. Now, once that image goes in, I want to double check and make sure that my text is easy to read. For example, the title is fairly easy to read, but the subtitle is not. So I'm going to go ahead and move that up a little bit, move that up and reposition it, and then change the text color to black so that that's easier to read on the background. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to add a new slide. In this case, I'm going to make sure it's a title only. So I'm going to click on the drop-down arrow beside the plus sign, choose title only, and add that slide. The title is going to be what to see. And then you are going to insert 3 images of popular tourist attractions for your destinations. And then you want to insert a text box to label each image. So I'm just going to do this with one image. This is my original design that I use. So I'm just going to copy this image and go back to this one. And I'm going to paste that image in there. And then I'm going to put a text box underneath it. So I'm going to click on the text box icon and make it the same size as the picture. And I'm going to change the fill color to black and the text color in that text box to white. And I'm going to center the text in that both vertically and horizontally so that it's exactly in the middle. And let's see, that was Alaskan Highway. So I'm going to name that Alaskan Highway. And so that's one of the things to do at my site. And I can reposition this and even overlap it a little bit if I need to, so that that text box is like a caption to the picture. The other thing that I want to do is I want to change the background color of the slide. So I'm going to right click on the slide, go to change background, and I can also do this up in the menu. And I'm going to choose a color that kind of goes with my title slide. And then I also want to change the color of this text box to be black and the text color to be white so that that's easier to read. But that way I can kind of change the theme of my image a little bit the theme of my slideshow a little bit without making too many changes. I can go ahead and duplicate this slide and it'll keep that same format. And I can just get rid of the things on here that I don't want. In this case, the picture and the text box. And now I'm on slide 3, and I do need to change the layout to a title and 2 columns. So on that, I'm going to go up to the slide menu and go to the apply layout and change that to title and 2 columns. And so there you can see I have 2 columns. And now I'm going to create a bulleted list of 5 popular things to eat at my destination. So I've got the same menu. And if I go back to my original, you can see that I've got a bulleted list of at least 5 things to eat where I'm at. And then I've got 3 pictures of examples. And so it says you need at least 2 pictures of the foods that you found on your list. In this case, I found 3. But that's slide 3. So that would be titled What to Eat. And you would make a bulleted list of what to eat at your destination. And again, click on the bulleted list, and you can center align that vertically by going to the alignment tool and choosing center align. And that way your presentation looks a little bit more professional. And if the font's too small, just highlight the font and change the size so it's in a more appropriate size. And you might need to change the font color too to make it easier to read. Okay, so that's what you would do on slide number 3. On slide number 4, this is going to be a layout only, and you can, again, since this was the layout for slide number 2, you could duplicate this slide by right-clicking on it, choosing Duplicate Slide, and then I can just click and drag that down below. So now that's slide number 4. Change the title Where to Stay. And then I'm going to go ahead and delete this picture off and delete this text box off. And then I'm going to insert a 3x5 table. So I'm going to go up here. Let me get rid of that. I'm going to go up here to Table, Insert, and choose a 3x5. And I'm going to label that. I can make a lot of different changes to this. I can change the line color on all this to black so it's easier to read. In the first box, I'm going to name place, location, and cost. And again, if I wanted to make my table a little bit better to look at, I could change the fill color on the column headings to black, change the font color to white. I can resize the table right down here by clicking and dragging to fill up some of that room and move my table around so that it fits a little bit better. And I could put in the information for my text box. And again, with all of these, I can change the alignment so that they are center aligned vertically and horizontally. And you can see I did that on this table here. I did resize the columns so that things fit a little bit better. I needed more room for place and less room for location and cost. So I went ahead and hovered over the border, and you can drag the border of the columns so that things fit a little bit better. So that's slide number 4. And then slide number 5, the last slide, is a title only. So again, I'm just going to duplicate the slide that I just created so I don't have to reformat everything. And I'm going to title it For More Information. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this table. And now I want to insert a video. So I'm going to go up to the Insert menu, and I'm going to go to Video. And this is where you would copy and paste. And I could go by URL. So I need to find a tourism video for Alaska. And so once I've found a video, I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste that URL into my slideshow. And again, you should have already done that. So when you do it by URL, sorry.
It's everything you've ever dreamed. A land of majestic vistas that defy the imagination.
There, I think I finally got it paused. Now I can put that in, click select, and it will put the video in, and I can resize that and center it so that it fits a little bit better on the page. But when you're done, it should look something similar to this, you should have 5 slides, a title slide with an image as the background, what to see, what to eat, where to stay,